my name is Eva, and this is my energy presentation for my Earth and Physical Science class at Brandman University. I will be doing my presentation on solar energy and nuclear energy. Solar energy is energy that comes from the sun. The sun provides energy for life on Earth through photosynthesis. Solar energy is the cleanest, most important, and most abundant source of renewable energy that we have. Renewable energy is energy that can regenerate and replenish itself. There is an unlimited supply. It is inexhaustible, meaning that it comes from a source. Solar energy comes from the sun, and it doesn't run out. The sun is a fusion reactor that has been burning for over 4 million years, and it gives us enough energy in 1 minute to supply the energy needs of the world for an entire year. Energy from the sun is converted into thermal or electrical energy. With the technology we have today, we are able to use solar energy to generate electricity, provide heat and light through solar panels, and heat water for commercial and domestic purposes, like in heating swimming pools. There are 2 forms of uses, active and passive. Active solar systems use mechanical or electrical devices that change the sun's light and heat into another form of energy that we use, such as solar heating and cooling systems. Passive solar is collecting, storing, and distributing the heat energy from the sun in order to provide heat without using electronics. And now, nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is the energy in the nucleus of an atom. Atoms are tiny particles that make up everything around us. There is a great amount of energy within the bonds of atoms, and when it's released, it's a great deal of power. Nuclear energy can be used to make electricity, but first the energy has to be released. It is released from the atoms by nuclear fusion or nuclear fission. Energy is released when atoms are combined or fused together to make bigger atoms in nuclear fusion. The sun uses nuclear fusion to make energy, and it is the most significant source of nuclear energy. The sun is continuously undergoing nuclear fusion as hydrogen atoms fuse to form helium, according to the National Geographic website. For all life, we depend on the sun. In nuclear fission, atoms are broken up into smaller atoms that release energy. This is the form used by nuclear power plants to make electricity. A power plant or nuclear reactor is a series of machines that can control nuclear fission to produce electricity. 50% of the world's electricity is generated by nuclear power plants. Some nuclear energy is also controlled by humans in the form of X-rays and radiation. This is a form of medicine known as nuclear medicine. Nuclear energy is considered a non-renewable source of energy. Nuclear energy itself is renewable, but the materials used in nuclear power plants, particularly the uranium-235, is not renewable. Solar energy is basically a form of nuclear energy as well. And now for my chart, we will look at the solar energy and nuclear energy. Solar energy is free, renewable, clean, non-polluting. The source of it is the sun itself. It is available to everyone. It doesn't cause thermal radiation and is free from risks. Nuclear energy is costly. It's non-renewable. It produces radioactive waste. Nuclear fissions are needed to use it with uranium, plutonium, and thorium. High risk due to chemicals. It can destroy Earth because of its high radiation, and it doesn't emit carbon dioxide gases into the atmosphere. Those are what they do not have in common. What they do have in common is that they both produce electricity, they both have an infinite amount of energy, they are both expensive, they both have low greenhouse gas emissions, and they both generate heat and electricity. And now, these are the resources that I used for my presentation, and this will conclude my presentation. Thank you.